Hello and welcome back. This is Nom Nom and we find ourselves in part 8 of the Dupe Shelter. There's a lot we've gotten done and there's a lot yet to do. We do have this Atmosuit dock, checkpoint and dock set up for the farm, so at least we can work down there without gasping for air. I did forget about this morb down here, so this guy's just going to keep kicking out more and more polluted oxygen. So definitely needed that deodorizer going. Taking a look at my heat overlay, it's getting a little warm over here, and I think I want to siphon off the extra cooling ability of this loop right here. And if I take a look at what I've got, I think I'm going to change the automation here. So instead of turning this off whenever the farm is cool enough, I'm going to divert the cooling loop when the farm is cool enough. We'll see how this plays out. Okay. And I think we are still doing research. Liquid tuning, that's good. And we're still trying to clean these little bits up here as well. We can put some real tile down there. I don't know why I just left that. And we can get to this finally. And we can put some real tile down here as well. Actually, let's make that insulated. Yeah, it makes sense. Also, insulating those two right there would make a lot of sense. Okay, I should have, yeah, this is getting pretty warm up here with my oxygen generation. Would not be a bad place for another cooling loop. How do I want to do that one though? That one might be a little more involved. We're doing okay. I mean, it is pumping warm air into the base, which is probably the source of a lot of this heat. Being 40 degrees up here, yeah. Definitely want a cooling loop in there, but with all these pipes for air, I might need to use a liquid loop right down in here. All right, so let's do this guy first. Really like the idea of extending this cooling loop and using these wheezewarts to the most of their ability. And making sure I've still got some stuff queued up over here so that the dupes don't go idle while I'm planning this. They are still looking to build out this up here, and if we're lucky, maybe finding a geyser. But I'm not sure we're going to be lucky. It hasn't gone great, though. The Great Geyser Expedition hasn't been so good so far. Okay, so in ventilation, I'm going to put a gas shutoff valve here. And so what I'm going to say is, if this farm is cool, then send the oxygen somewhere else. And where can I put this? I'm gonna have to extend the pipe because I can't. Go ahead and go insulated pipe to there, regular pipe to there, and then I'll have to deconstruct what's there already. We're gonna have to put some more hydrogen in here. So when I come over here, in fact, we'll prioritize this a little bit. When I get up here, I will dig this out and just turn that into a little hydrogen trap. Sounds good. Get to it, dupes. All right. Okay. If this is at temp, it'll still cycle through there, but it'll come out this way, loop through here, and then come back in. Now, the problem is that what's in here is going to want to continue to loop through as well. And I kind of want both pipes to be full of hydrogen. So I need to be able to handle that, and I'm going to need them to be able to sort of merge into the same spot. That's gonna work. Okay, so I think I have this all planned out. We're going to see how it works out. I'm going to pump this hydrogen that's going to collect up here down and fill up these pipes. These pipes are going to loop happily along in the farm until it hits at the appropriate temperature. Then it's going to divert into this pipe here, which is going to do a loop around the center part of the base. So it's getting pretty warm. It's going to come back and continue to loop until the farm is not at temp, and then it's going to divert into here. Meanwhile, it's going to fill up this reservoir. So the reservoir will effectively work as an overflow, meaning I won't or shouldn't have hydrogen just sitting in this pipe all the time unless the farm is at temp. But I should also have enough that when the farm is at temp, or when it becomes at temp while it's still feeding into this line, it can just stop feeding into this line and recirculate back into the farm. And the idea is to have enough hydrogen on hand to be able to fill both loops, or close to maximum both loops, without having any voids. We're going to see about this. I think it's going to be more complicated than what I'm hoping for. We did get a ding on the printer pod. Let's go ahead and take a look. All right, we're at 6 dupes. We're doing well on food. We're doing well on oxygen. What we have is a lot of tasks to accomplish, so I think I'm going to bring somebody new in. And I'm going to bring in Max, because Max is awesome at ranching and farming. So ranch, farm, and -1 athletics. You're a tad slow, Max, but you're my dupe. All right, I do need a new bedroom for Max. We'll go ahead and just put this above the other bedrooms. Planning ahead there, and some beautiful potted plants. How about that? Okay, and then give him a door. All right, turn that into an airflow tile. We can feed 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 dupes right now. So I do not need a second Great Hall just yet. But we'll see if we continue to take on dupes here. I still don't have any additional dusk cap seeds. Yeah, no more fungal spores. So we will have to wait for that. Actually, I'm out of slime. I am out of slime. Okay, we need more slime. I can get some real quick. This is all slime down here. So we're just going to do this. Is it bad for my dupe's health? Sure it is. Am I going to do it anyways? Sure I am. I don't have Atmo suits over here. So they're just gonna get a little slimy. And then this guy here, we'll go ahead and make it active 20% for now. And these should be set to 6. They are, so they will sequester that slime. Oh, that's probably why I don't have any slime. Yeah, because that's not open. I wonder if I have slime in here. I do have a little bit of slime. So we'll give them 20% of the day put slime in here and use slime in the farm. So I guess that's, I sort of hurt myself there a little bit by doing it that way. I'm going to prioritize this up to 6. Finish this loop, you guys. And they're going to town on this pipe over here. They still need to dig up. Oh, well, why do I have a big gap in my ladder there? Alright, hop to it. And iron ore is good for that. Okay, so I'm going to change my automation here. So when this is to temp, bam, right there, and we're just going to break that because I never want that door to close. Oh, we entombed somebody. Ellie, a classic dupe entombment. Deconstruct that. Pronto. Thank you. All right, we're into cycle 60. I'm going to go ahead and play through another 5 cycles today. Taking a look at oxygen, we are to the gills. Yeah. Down here, we're actually hitting max pressure for this vent. So that's a good thing. So anything that we're not pumping out here is just spilling into the base from above. Man, that's getting warm. 40 degrees Celsius. Wow. That's like 80 something. No. Is that over 100 degrees? My Celsius to Fahrenheit conversion skills are weak. That would be 104. Yeah, it's actually pretty close. 104 degrees up here. It's a little warm. Coming down here, we're at 27. So even though we're pumping in this really warm air, it's coming in here at 31. There's just enough mass here that it's keeping it from getting too hot. But still, getting too warm. All right, I've got some skills queued up here. Professor Gossman. You can't get any more researchy than that, so he's going to stay with that one. I guess I need somebody to become a mechatronics engineer. So we'll go ahead and have him do that as well. Gossman Jr., improved carrying. That works for me. And Max. Oh, Max likes the mechatronics engineering. Should have checked Max first. But we're going to just go with improved carrying. No, farming, because he's my rancher. We're going to go with farming and have him work his way into ranching. Okay, build it. Build it all. Alright, they're on downtime. Both schedulers downtime right now. They should finish this next cycle. We're going to need a little bit of power over here. I'm just going to do a quick and dirty remote power station over here. Throw down a manual generator. Throw that there. Throw down just a regular battery. And we're going to do that. Alright, oh my god. Max. Max. You're not allowed to go this way anymore. Stay in the base, Max. We're gonna enforce that in a couple of different ways. Do not exit the base, Max. You are too slow. You're gonna die on a ladder somewhere. Alright, those are the only 2 ways out of the base right now. So Max is grounded. How are we doing on coal? 13 tons of coal. I'm just going to go ahead and do this. That's on priority 5, so they should wrap this up first. And then I'm going to want to pump this hydrogen out of here before I open this door. And wasn't really paying attention, but we found a cold biome with some tile over here. I wonder if that's... Oh, well, it's not a thermal nullifier. It's a vending machine. Oh, but that's Max. Oh, Professor Gossman. Oh, see, this is what... this whole plan isn't working out very well. Not sure what to do about that. Alright, I'm just going to leave this door open right now. This didn't work as well as I planned it. You know what I should do? What if I make that a little bit bigger and put pressure plates there? And then if there's a dupe on the pressure plate, it'll open the door? Can I put pressure plates in the same space as a storage bin? I think I can. Back to automation. Weight plate. Yep. No. No. No, no, no. Oh, you can't unlock your... Okay. So I'm going to destroy these 3 squares. Got it. I'm going to prioritize this. It's a little side project. Don't mind me. Alright, weight plates. Automation. Weight plate. So then I'm also going to need an ore. Ba-ba-ba. We're going to put the ore right. We're going to put the ore right. I guess we'll put the ore right there. And we're going to say if any of these 3, or this one, then this one. All right. And how is this going to plan? Okay, this needs a ladder. Going well. Come on, dupes. Nothing more important than fixing this so we can move on to the next project. Really? Where's my automation? Alright, turn it off for right now. They completed the wrong wire first. There should be no automation hooked up to this right now. Auto. I guess it just defaulted to locked when I disconnected that automation. Interesting. It's priority 6. Why did you just skip 2 pieces of ladder? You goofy dupes. Alright, look at all that hydrogen pouring in here. This is good stuff. I didn't mean to fill that with hydrogen, but okay. So close. Alright, any more skills? No more skills. How about... Oh! I missed the printing pod. Ding. All right. I will take the copper. It's too good to pass. 2 tons of copper? Yes, please. Okay, researching. Let's go for low resistance semiconductors. Look at all those gulps. Oh, Pakus. Sorry. So many Pakus. I'm going to deconstruct a little door over, or I guess construct a little door over here on the side. So they can get in there and get the lime. And then I'm going to set crushing lime to forever. And I'm also going to set the priority of this guy up to 6. So they just address that. Okay, now this. Let's try this again. I want you to be active 20% of the day. Or if there's somebody standing on one of these weight plates. Or if they've dropped something on one of these weight plates. Then and only then shall you open this door. This game, a lot of times the automation fools you into thinking this will be easy. Yeah, it's not easy. All right, this should be about ready to go. All right, just waiting for the construction errand on that. I am going to set up automation right there to a Atmos sensor. In this way I can disable it manually if I need to. Like if I run out of hydrogen, this time I'll try to pay attention. And over here, in order for this thing to work, I need to give it some power. Meanwhile, our cooling loop has not been on automation for a while now, and this has gotten down to 2 degrees inside here, and our farm has gotten down to 19 degrees. We'll go, whoa, 180? No, 18. We'll go ahead and let that just get a little cooler by design. Gussman Jr. All right. Here's our long-awaited hydrogen. At first, this should just fill in the gaps in the line, but then we should end up getting some reserves. Actually, no, we won't get reserves. It's going to fill in the gaps in the line. It won't get reserves until this backs up. So that's fine. We're going to switch this automation here in a second. As soon as we get this pipe completely full. These are only 500 grams. Okay, the pipe is completely full. Now I'm going to say 20. Now that should flip our automation to true. Opening up this pipe. And I clearly don't understand what I'm doing. It doesn't have power yet. Okay, that's it. All right, opening up this pipe. So now I am diverting the hydrogen into this secondary cooling loop. See how this goes. Now we have absolutely zero hydrogen over here, so it should start feeding from my overflow or my source. And the air pressure is getting super low over here. I'm going to set this, say if you're above 250 you can run, just so it's a little more efficient. Alright, starvation. Who was starving? That's weird. There's plenty of food. Or is there? I have, yeah, 31,000 fried mushrooms. Don't complain to me about your hunger. That's your fault. Setting up some more research. I'm going to go ahead and do animal control. We can get a ranch set up soon. Okay. I do have a lot of small packets going here, but this is okay. So this loop is completely empty. Everything drained into the larger loop. These little tiny packets here of 132, 138 should start to backfill here. All right, a couple more loops around, and I think we'll get that. It looks like we still have plenty of hydrogen. It just needs to flow up. Yeah, we've got 650 grams of oxygen down here. Should be plenty to push this hydrogen up there. Can I actually open this door for a minute? I'm gonna do that and let some of this 1.6 kilograms of oxygen just push its way into this room. Yeah, look at that. Okay. Only got 4 spots there that need to be backfilled. Okay, this tripped again. So now the farm is too warm and the hydrogen is diverting back into the farm. That's great. Now let's see what happens as it is feeding into this line, but this line is also getting backed up. So now it's backing up into the reservoir. This continues to flow. The reservoir is filling up. Dear God in heaven, could this be working? All right, I had a gap there. I don't know why. Oh, because the automation tripped, so it let some more gas through. Okay, this pipe is nearly empty. It's the second little burst over there. Just want to walk this through one more cycle. Come on. All right, this is coming, so that's going to continue to back up into the reservoir. Now this pipe is completely empty, and then the farm for just a second hit the temp. Now it's hit the temp again, so it's starting to feed into the secondary loop. Yes, come on, you can do it. Now the farm loop is completely empty, but the reservoir is not, so it's continuing to feed. And I'm just going to go up here real quick and say, stop. You need to be above a 2,000. I don't want that thing to run anymore. Alright, it's almost completely full, but because it did divert some into the farm again. So it's not going to hit 100% efficiency there. It's going to have gaps like this as this toggles on and off. But I think that's good. I think that's really good. I'm curious to know if this hydrogen here will ever feed into the system. Yeah, look at that. Secondary loop is completely full now. Farm temperature is good. And how's this doing? So in theory, this should be bringing down our base temperature. So the gas pipe, cooling loop went back into the farm. That's fantastic. All right, I like it. The hydrogen in the gas pipe is at 23, and the air in the base is like 26. So it's definitely sucking a lot of heat out of there still. It's coming back into the loop at like 24. That's great. I mean, it's not going to be fast, but over time, it should be able to handle the temperature of the base, unless we start doing some crazy stuff. I also want to put another cooling loop up here by these pumps so that we can control that temperature a little bit, which will help the entire base. Our oxygen production right now is just way too hot. Way too hot. But we are on cycle 65. We're halfway through it. I will finish up to 65. And we will stop at the morning of 66 and carry on in part 9 after that. Okay, temperature's 3 degrees in here. Yeah, this thing's handling all this cooling like a champ. And I think it's at capacity. I don't think I'm ever going to get more hydrogen in this system than what I have right now. Because by the time this loop comes around, then the reservoir empties right about the same time. Yeah, it's at capacity. The reservoir actually has no hydrogen in it right now. But that is the maximum amount of hydrogen that we can put in the system. So that's fine. That's fantastic. I can actually go ahead and deconstruct this gas bridge. We don't need that anymore. Let's take a look at this. Beautiful cooling loop. I like it. I like it. Well done. Printing pod dinged. I don't know how I missed that all the time. I'm going to go ahead and choose this Joya seeds. Those are the cactuses or the shovels. Shovels. Worried they might eat resources I don't want them to eat, but most everything's in canisters. They'll die and give me food. Or I can try and get them to the surface. We'll go ahead and take them for now. If you recall, we also got those other eggs here, the larva eggs, which are at 73% incubation. So what we can do is next time, perhaps, we shall dig down to the oil biome and drop us some larva eggs down there. That actually sounds like a thing we could do next time. Hey, we've been looking forever, and look what we found. Bum, bum, bum! Natural gas vent. 516 grams at 150 degrees. Eruption period 181 out of every 370 seconds. So about half of the time. Okay. Wow. That's great. So this might be some power generation happening over here. Take advantage of these wheezewarts we've got going over here. Wow, that is as far to the right as I can go. Okay, yeah, it's the edge of the bases. The edge of the world is here off by the inventory markers. Whew. All right, well, we got a lot done. I'm pretty happy with it. This thing seems to be working. I'll keep an eye on that. I wasn't really paying attention once it got done being built, but it seems to be working as a way to not trap your duplicates. I'm really happy with this. I'm very pleased. All right, well, thanks for tuning in. This is Nom Nom. This has been the Dupe Shelter Oxygen Not Included playthrough. I appreciate you guys tuning in. If you've enjoyed this, please feel free to subscribe and like the video. I would appreciate it. Until next time, it's Nom Nom signing off.